Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Okay, so cutting 4 inches off my hair, liberating. For some reason, the picture that I posted made it look like I put blue in my hair. I would like to think most people know me well enough to know that I would not put blue in my hair, although I think blue is beautiful. I'm not like that brave with my hair. It just is dark, and the way it was reflecting on the light, and this terrible lighting in my bedroom is not helping any. But I promise you, it is not blue. It's just dark. This is like my real color. It feels so healthy. It's, anyway, liberating. I should have done it years ago, but I was like most things we keep around that provide false sense of security, that are not doing anything for us. I kept my hair around way past the expiration date. It was a false sense of security for me. I thought, true story, I believed that my hair made me look skinny. I convinced myself in my head that my hair made me look skinny, and I convinced myself that if I cut it off, I'm like so excited I'm trying to show you guys without showing you that I'm not wearing a bra. I convinced myself that if I cut my hair, I would look like a fat boy. And when you have body dysmorphia, that is like a fear that will paralyze you. So I would never cut it. I would trim it and then panic about the trim. And then I just decided I'm cutting it. And then I had to get permission from my new network, provided that we move forward with this show. And they said, as long as you don't take more than 4 inches off, like you have to still look like you. You can't look like Twiggy. And I was like, funny you should use Twiggy. Anyway, I wanted to address something really quick. Some of you had commented on my other Coffee Talk where I said that Michael was out of town working on himself. He'll be home today. And some of you, there were questions and comments and private messages, people intrigued by the fact that my husband went away for a few days to work on himself. Other people suggested, why aren't you two working together? And I want to answer that. Michael and I have problems in our marriage like every couple has problems in their marriage. Along a 10-year, 11-year relationship, you are bound to step in relationship poop numerous times, throw kids in the mix, throw financial issues in the mix, throw a TV show in the mix, throw heartache, loss, numerous other things, and be married to a woman who does a digital series encouraging people to be their most authentic selves. That is not easy, because had Michael married me before I found kindness, I wouldn't have cared about anything. But now I care about everything. I most care about the type of human beings we are raising. It is my lot in life. If I do nothing else, I cannot fail these children. I must raise good children to be good people, to be good human beings, to go out into the world so that your child never has to come home with a broken heart because of my child. So that your child never has to be alone on the playground or bullied in the lunchroom or left out of a birthday party because of my child. That is my goal, to raise children who are inclusive and kind and loving and empathetic and delicious, to see the good in the world, not be jaded. Anyway, I digress. Michael and I do a lot of work on ourselves. People say, well, how come you're not going to couples therapy? Why don't you go to couples therapy? And I find it very interesting that people are much more comfortable with couples therapy or marriage counseling. Michael doesn't have an issue with marriage. He doesn't need marriage counseling. He knows exactly how to be married. Get up every day, be good to your wife, be faithful, love her, pray for her. Get out of her way. No issue with marriage. The issues that Michael has, like all of us, most of us, are with himself. I can't fix him. He can't fix me. We both came into this marriage with different sets of baggage, different sets of heartache, different stories, right? If we're both books, our stories come together at the chapter we meet. He's got plenty of chapters before me, full of heartache, full of disappointment, full of triumph, full of good, full of evil. I came and bought that book. I can't fix the chapters before me. I'm not going to try. To pretend that I'm enough to heal somebody's broken wings, I stopped living that illusion a long time ago. I used to believe I was enough for every man I dated, every broken bird. I could fix everybody. I'm more broken than the birds I bring home. There was no way that was happening. People say, okay, Jamie, so you and Michael celebrate every week. You let us know. You've made it another week. But how about being more honest with the trials? How about being more honest with the triumphs? I'm going to try to do that for you guys. Because if my marriage is an inspiration to anybody, I want it to be a real snapshot of who we are and what we go through. By starting with, Michael and I do a lot of work on ourselves. Michael spent the last 4 days with his brother, with Father Bob, who is his brother, who is one of his best friends, who is our priest, in a good space, eating healthy food, playing golf, praying, talking. See, Michael's not a talker, but he will talk to Bob. So I have to set my husband up for success, right? I have to set that man up to be happy, to be successful in life, because who he is affects this household. And I don't take advice. I no longer take advice from people who don't have to live with the results in my marriage. Go to couples counseling. Okay, so we sit there and they say, what's going on? What are the issues? And we go, well, really none. The issues he has are his own. The issues I have are my own. This is a waste of time. For us, what works and what really helps us make it each week is when we take inventory of where we are doing well or not doing well with ourselves. One of my biggest issues is I bring everything outside into my home. Picture me like a rain boot. Mud, water, dirty leaves, twigs, sometimes dog poop, and I walk right into my house with all of it. Michael takes the boot off on the porch. Comes in with a nice clean white sock. Not me. I track my crap all over this house. And guess what happens when mommy's tracking crap all over the house? It affects everybody. Throws the balance off. When mommy's unhappy, she's slamming cabinets, she's mumbling to herself, she's, quick to snap, she's, whatever. That's when Michael looks at me and goes, what can we do to get you right? How can we clean your boot? Because he knows he can't clean the boot. I have to clean the boot. So what can we do? Do you need to go to Jersey for a little while? Do you need to go see Father Bob? Do you need to leave tomorrow morning and go for a run? Like, what can we do for you to clean that boot? Because you can't bring the boot in the house, girl. So what we have learned to do is really be honest with each other. When we need to check out and work on ourselves, we do. With the true support and love from the other person. No resentment, no frustration like, oh, you're going away for 4 days to hang out with your brother and play golf. None of that. Go get your mind right and come back to us the best version of yourself. It works for us. We have found that when we work on ourselves separate, we are much better together. That is what works for us. I'd love to hear your input. And I'm going to try to, once a week, let you into parts of our marriage and show you what works and what doesn't and why. what we've been through. It'll be painfully honest, but I think you guys are ready for it. I think you guys want that. So I'm fine with it. All right. It is Friday. Jazz hands. That's for Laura, my publisher. That's her dance move. I love you guys so much. Have a great day.